The Invisible Black History of Dominican Republic. Prior to the arrival of Christopher Columbus, the Taino, the native Caribbean people, thrived on the island they named Haiti. They were depicted as kind and gentle people in early writings. The Taino people went nearly extinct due to the mass enslavement, warfare, and diseases brought on by Spanish colonists. By the 16th century, Spanish colonization had control of the island, and with it came racial prejudice and the first transports of African slaves into the Americas, known as the beginning of the Atlantic slave trade. On Christmas of 1521, enslaved black workers collectively planned and executed the first slave revolt in the Americas at the sugar plantation of Christopher Columbus's son, Diego Colón. Spanish forces put an end to the rebellion and implemented a set of punitive slave laws in 1522, which stripped the rights of black people and slaves on the island. By the 18th century, the Spanish elite ruled over a mostly mixed population made up of Africans, Tainos, and Spanish people. Around this time, due to heightened concerns over the growing power in Haiti, Dominican Hispanic nationalism emerged. The social elite and upper class spread anti-Haitian attitudes and rhetoric to promote division between both colonies and people. Being Dominican meant one was Hispanic and not black, regardless of skin tone, distancing Dominican identity from blackness. The racialization of the Dominican identity became embedded with anti-Haitian and anti-black ideals, which have plagued the nation ever since. The Trujillo regime between 1930 and 1961 pushed for the whitening of the Dominican population and the erasure of its African heritage. Various tactics were used, such as genocide, the distortion of history in textbooks, and the use of religious doctrines. The regime further promoted beliefs based on white superiority, colorism, racial division, and xenophobia. Although the Dominican people fought back against the dictatorship, many anti-black ideologies continue to disturb Dominican culture today. Time and time again, they have attempted to negate our black heritage, contributing to a shared false consciousness of identity. Anti-Haitian and anti-black rhetoric are still prevalent in modern political discourse, as exemplified in the 2010 immigration policy, which attempted to strip Haitian immigrants of their citizenship. Systemic racism and xenophobia have become normalized in many spheres of Dominican life. Now is when we break the cycle of distorted truths and let our black history breathe and be known. Now is when we rewrite our narrative. Now is when we join our ancestors and fight for black freedoms and dignity.